Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Chain Reactions. And this is a new documentary about the making of and the legacy of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And this is from director Alexandra Felipe, and this film basically is broken up into 5 parts. What it does is it takes the perspectives of 5 different individuals who are sat down, give their thoughts about the legacy of the film, the filmmaking of the film, and really gives you all of these layers in terms of different aspects and perspectives to what the Texas Chainsaw Massacre means. And they have a very interesting group to give their perspective, whether it's Patton Oswalt, who definitely had more of a very energetic fan kind of feel, Takashi Miike, who gave a perspective of its influence in Japan and how Japanese horror has been influenced, and how his work in specifically, where there's like Ichi the Killer, 13 Assassins, Audition. You have Alexandra Heller-Nicholas, who has been given different perspectives in different areas of horror, was also a commentator on a very interesting documentary that I'm a big fan of, Woodlands Dark, and Days Bewitch, A History of Folk Horror, Stephen King, enough said, and Karyn Kusama, who has made films like Destroyer and The Invitation, and has worked on Yellow Jackets. And this film certainly is pretty straightforward in terms of, it's just 5 people sitting there talking about it. They do a really good job of editing in footage from different places to really accentuate the points that each of these creators are making about Texas Chainsaw Massacre and its legacy and different moments in the film, whether it's the restoration or its influence on so many other horror stories, or the different types of ways that it has connected and what it's been able to do. Interesting things of like Stephen King bringing up its interesting roots with, say, Cormac McCarthy, and how similar their perspective is, that nihilism or this radiating sun idea, that just this brutal sun is driving everyone mad. Or there's a lot of great ways that these creators are talking about moments that, Tobe Hooper had lifted and homaged or, channeled from other works that are so subtle, but when you see them next to each other, very interesting. And this is a very fruitful, engaging, and thoughtful documentary about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it gave me a whole deeper appreciation for the film and what it has done for other films and where it has drawn its roots from. And there's, little tinges of like them playing around with VCRs and having this very vintage feel and this eerie atmosphere for these sit-down interviews. But overall, I think Felipe does a great job of tying it all together and delivering an engaging, thought-provoking, and layered discussion of such an influential film. And this documentary was certainly worth the time, and for the hour and 45 minutes it was going on, I was hooked and drawn in for sure. But those are my thoughts on Chain Reactions. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.